Well, hi everyone and welcome to another edition of Chef Mooney. Today's little recipe, I'm going to make a satay sauce, homemade satay sauce. That way you know what's in it, and also too, it saves you from buying that jar sauce in the supermarket. You can have a go at making it yourself, why not? The flavours are there. You can add as much chili or peanuts or whatever you want to do. You can make it creamier or a little bit thicker. It's really up to you. Also, we're going to make some chicken skewers. It's going to be delicious just with a touch of coriander over the top. This is going to be my version of the satay sauce. So come on guys, let's get going and I'll show you how it's done. The ingredients for the recipe is half a white onion, 1 green chili and 1 red chili, just finely chopped. I'm going to use a little bit of coriander in this. I'm also going to use a little bit of lime. I'm going to use some chili flakes, about half a teaspoon of garlic. I'm going to use some coconut milk and also some peanut oil. Now you can add the coconut milk in just as you require it. Just add as much as you need. I'm also going to add some brown sugar. So let's get the sauce going. I've got about 1.5 tablespoons of peanut oil in my wok, and I'm just going to add the onions. A bit of salt, some pepper, add the chili, 3/4 teaspoon of garlic, and 3/4 teaspoon of chili flakes. And just let this cook off now so the onions are nice and soft. I'm going to add the stalks and half the coriander, and I'm saving the other half. So I'm using a whole bunch in this recipe. You can leave this out if you like, but I love coriander, so I'm adding it in. I'm going to squeeze some lime juice in there. It's about 1/4 of a lime. Add 2 heaped tablespoons of peanut butter and just let that melt through. I'm going to add about 1 teaspoon of sweet soy sauce. Just mix that through. And this whole satay sauce should take about 3 to 4 minutes from start to finish. Add your coconut cream. I'm adding half a can to start with, and then I'll see what the consistency is like. I'm adding the rest now. It's a full 400 milliliter of coconut milk. My sauce is now ready, so I'm going to take it off and turn the heat off and just get my chicken prepared. The rice I'm using today is a blend of ancient grains, and it's a good source of protein. It's also necessary for tissue building and repair, and it is also a really good antioxidant. It's got stacks of vitamin E. It's kind of like a different rice. It's probably just plain rice with all those grains in there. I'm using 1 cup of this and 2 cups of water in my pressure cooker, and that's all I'm going to need to do for this one. Rice is already cooked and it's draining. Okay, I've got my sauce on a very low, gentle heat, and I've cooked my skewers. I'm just going to pop them into the satay sauce now, and we just want to gently simmer these until the chicken is nice and cooked. I'm going to sprinkle some coriander over the top. So I'm just going to let that simmer through now for a couple of minutes. Just going to pop a lid on there. Just let it gently simmer through for about a minute or until the chicken is cooked. Okay, it's time to take the lid off now. Let's have a look how this chicken is going, and just let that rest now for a couple of minutes and we're ready to serve. there you go, homemade satay sauce, coriander, delicious rice, and that chicken just falls off the skewer. Look at that, perfectly cooked, and the coriander is a nice addition to this. Homemade satay sauce, can't be better than that. At least you know what ingredients are in the sauce, and this is another delicious meal. Hope you give this one a try. Well, thanks again for watching another edition of Chef Mooney. I hope you give that recipe a try and you share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe and also join me on Facebook and Twitter. Until next time, take care.